It was a rematch of this year's French Open final. Thomas Muster last night taking on Michael Chang. It went 3 sets in front of an outstanding and enthusiastic crowd. In the 3rd set, 7th game, Chang broke Muster and went on to victory. It was a hard-fought win that left Chang limping with cramps. Chang is 1-0 in his red group as a result. It was 4-6, 6-2, 6-3, Chang over Muster. Crowder in this one as well, as Becker made his comeback in that last game. Down love 30, comes back and wins it 5-4. He leads on serve, no breaks of serve in the set. 2 in the first set. Sampras won that 6-2. Here's Sampras to serve at 4-5.
This is where Sampras has to pay attention, because the crowd are obviously against him now. They've got Becker through that last one, and he has to serve well to stay out in front, to keep the crowd quiet. If he makes a couple of errors early in this game, then they're going to be all with Becker.
Love. Wide, 30 love.
Oh, that was an easy shot for Becker, that one. He pulled off that one somewhat. Sampras a little tentative on the volley. Look at this shoulder. He doesn't hit right through it. You can see the way he stepped back onto the back foot. When you do that, you lift up. Oh, it's a good serve. So he's doing exactly what he has to do, is keep the crowd quiet. You can hear a pin drop now after that last service game. You could hear the roof rattle.
Put that one away easily. He really changed that serve up. Instead of going for the big one, he just slid the ball in, basically. 143 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles. We don't go down that low. But he just got up to the net and won the point anyway.
That's about as fast as you serve it, Cliff, I think. It's 5-all. There's that clapping in unison to try and get Becker to stay in front in this 2nd set.
Well, he gives him good value, Becker. I'll say that. He just gives it 100% of every time. He plays with so much flair and emotion. And last night, or yesterday afternoon rather, against Ferreira, he was in a deep hole after the 1st set, but somehow got his way out of it.
Well, Ferreira helped him out of it in the 2nd set, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't go away in the 3rd set, and Becker really had to win it.
Good solid volley there from Becker, deep into the backhand corner of Sampras.
30
Again, respecting the return off a 2nd serve. He knows that it has to be a good one. So he's thrown in a few double faults.
4 in all, and we're talking about the first serve percentages not being that good, and they're still not that good. Sampras is only at 50% now. Becker below that. But very few double faults relatively. Sampras only served 1.
That's where Sampras has been a little sloppy today, not quite timing the ball the way he did yesterday against Kafelnikov. He plays a good return from here, takes the pace off the ball, then gets this one without much on it. Then he's got to create his own pace, and that's where he's been having the trouble. Plenty of room for that passing shot, and he framed it.
Big serve from Becker, and he holds on. Sampras will serve to try to get into a tie-break 2nd set when we come back. Fasten the seatbelts, everyone. This is a big moment in this match. Sampras is serving to try to get into the tie-break 2nd set. He won the 1st set. There haven't been any breaks in the 2nd set yet, so the chances are we'll see a TB for it all. Maybe not for it all, because if Becker wins it, it'll be for the set.
And during that last changeover, the crowd chanting Boris, Boris. They want a third set.
That is a great shot from Sampras. He moves like a cat back there, and then that backhand played so well. That's
well, Boris Becker's dad even applauded that one because it was only his wife sitting there. This was a great point from both players. Look where Sampras is. He's back in the signage back there as he hits this one. A good 15 feet behind the baseline, and it got enough topspin on it to get it below there, get it low over the net, and it bounced before it got to the service line. Incredible point.
30 love.
Becker's got that confident little jog going for him at the moment, and that's because of the crowd. They get him going here in Frankfurt. As Cliff mentioned, this is his favorite place to play.
Big serve from Sampras. That was very close to 200 kilometers. Call that 124 miles an hour.
And he's into double digits. 10 aces now. Becker with 6.
Sampras holds on, so first to 7 points with a 2-point lead wins the tiebreak. If it's Sampras, he wins the match along with it.
You can almost hear the crowd saying, now what happens here, because Sampras has got the bigger serve. Who is going to get through this one? Now the chance starts.
20 and 19 for Sampras. That is not near as good as it was last year for him, but a big improvement over where it was earlier this year. And Becker about the same percentages, 19 and 18.
There's that forehand volley that he snatches out again. A very good play there from Sampras. Again, just playing that serve back, getting it back into play.
Big return, clean winner. Sampras struggled for it, but wasn't near it. 1-all.
Hey, that's a terrific shot. You don't know how hard this is. Look where he hits this ball from up around shoulder height. He comes over, hits it with topspin. It bounces inside that service line. You can see the grimace on Sampras's face trying to reach that one. It was just put in the perfect spot for Becker.
A risky shot from Becker, but risks that's what you have to take at this stage. 2-1 Sampras. Players change sides after 6 points.
There's the fine forehand return, but this time it's a much more solid volley from Sampras. He comes underneath the ball knowing that he can use the pace of shot to make the winner.
He slid that one by Becker, and you explain it.
Again, though, Cliff, this is a percentage. Look at this. He comes underneath this one, blocks it back, slides it down the line, as opposed to trying to come over it. His tactics right throughout this match has been to try and get that first serve back into play.
And especially into the forehand volley if he can.
There it is again.
Ooh, going for the big one on that occasion. Clips the tape, though, just too low, and it's a 3-2 lead for Sampras with his serve to come.
The tactics there is to rely on your passing shot. It gives you another opportunity as to go for the non-percentage shot off a big serve. Sampras went for that one, hit right on top of the tape. Tactics were correct, though. He still has a mini break at 3-2.
For 6 points, the players change ends. Sampras clearly with the advantage now, and he's got one serve to come. A 5-2 lead puts him 2 points away from the match, but it is only one mini break point. The winner of this match, a certainty for the semi-finals on Saturday here. Just wide. Sampras blows it wide. A little bit of help from him. 5-2. $90,000 at stake in each round-robin match.
201 kilometers, 125 miles an hour, that one. And boy, from that point when he got that mini break and 2 big first serves is so important in a tiebreaker.
To Sampras, second serve. That goes long, and Sampras has got a handful of set and match points.
Good second serve directed into the body of Sampras. 6-3. And he's got still a bag full of match points, and he's got 2 serves to come. Mike De Palma, Becker's hitting partner there. Nicky Pilic, the Davis Cup captain. And that's the Sampras corner there.
Yeah, that is just very strong play from Sampras. Got a couple of wins under his belt now. He took out Kafelnikov, the Russian, yesterday in straight sets. He takes out Becker now. Becker has got to play against Ferreira, and that becomes a possible